Going live. You're live!
Hey, T.
I think we're actually live now.
We're officially live.
And kicking.
This
Wrapped up.
This has been a long time coming.
We could be really rusty this, actually. It has been a while since we've been in front of the camera or anything, isn't it, really?
I know. We have been a little bit slack on YouTube, but we've missed it.
We have, yeah. We've missed creating the content and everything, haven't we?
Yeah.
It's been hard.
When was our last video? Is that our Q&A one?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, just before Christmas, huh?
Hello, everyone watching. Nicole Newton has put in the chat box saying hi, Bo.
Hey.
Hi, Nicole. I hope you are well. We thought we'd just jump on today. Oh, she's back. Hey. We thought we should just jump on because we want to apologise for not having a video out for so long.
I was going to say, it's got to be.
Yeah, we owe you a little bit of an explanation.
A big explanation. And we'll fill you in on everything, on why we've been so quiet, and our future plans for literally 2 weeks' time now.
Let's get back on the road, start creating content again and another adventure. Because it's actually really surprising that we've been back from a road trip for almost 7 months now.
That's not why we give up. Like, that's not why we give up everything, is it?
No.
We did not decide to move in a van and live in one place.
No, that's been
not why we did it.
A little bit of a challenge the last part of last year, just to be in one spot. But should we remind them why?
Don't put it all on me like it was all my fault.
Let's remind them.
It was the Razorback. You guys have seen the videos of the Razorback, how we did a full refurb on it from a very childhood dream, should we say. It's something I always wanted to do. So yes, we did the Razorback, looking amazing, still looking amazing to this day. I've been using it almost every day recently for helping my dad out, just using it for everyday driving. It is lush. I'm so used to it and accustomed to it now, but it is still for sale. So if anyone does want to buy it, it is still for sale.
We did say we were going to put it up to fate whether we should keep that van, because it would have been a really tough, well, it's going to be really tough to let it go.
Yeah.
And so far, she's not sold. So whether it's the universe saying,
you're going to have them both on your drive one day,
guys, you can't let her go after all of that,
no.
Then that could be why. But we started that project back in July, and we did not expect for it to be.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't finish it till like November.
No, I know. We actually had to finish the touches. We had some major work done on it, didn't we? The clutch went on it, so I had to have that done by a garage. So yeah, that was unfortunate, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it's just one of those things. And now whoever has her is gonna have an amazing van.
That's it. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's why we are back. And then that took us to November, and then we ran into Christmas. We were always this year going to be home for Christmas. We were going to be with our families, our close friends, just surround ourselves with them. But what we did not expect was to be so damn poorly. Oh. Let us know in the chat if you were also ill at Christmas. Everyone I speak to is like, yeah, we were sick at Christmas. Yeah, we were sick at Christmas. Let us know in the comments if you were also
I forget sick. That there's a live chat box as well. Like, please say hello if you're watching, guys. Yeah. Let us know who's watching, where you're watching from. We want to chat with you. Feel free to ask us any questions you want, whether it's about van life or us in general or anything. Pop it in the live chat and we will answer them as we go.
But yeah, we were
very ill.
Very.
Like,
Christmas.
Never been so poorly in my life. Do you think you were getting more poorly than that?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah, I wasn't as bad as you. You were really bad. Sam had it really bad. She had like both barrels.
I did. And it turned out to be pneumonia in the end.
Yes.
Oh my God. Probably should have gone to the doctor
a little bit
sooner than I did. But yeah, must have been about 3.5 weeks, completely wiped off our feet right across Christmas. Yeah. And we had plans to like do like a really nice Christmassy video for you. If you've been here since the Christmas before, we were out in the French Alps at Christmas time and did an amazing video. Yeah.
Christmas, that was lush.
Can't believe
And we weren't ill then because we were so isolated. It was just me and Sam. That's why you can't be ill. But now, obviously, you're back with family, you're back out, you're mingling and things like that. So, yeah, that's unfortunately we did fall ill, but we did have a lovely time with our family. We saw the morning with my parents, afternoon with your parents, and then Boxing Day back to ourselves. So, yeah, it's really nice.
Had a fantastic Christmas.
Yeah.
Nicole has put, do you both still live in the van as your home? Yes, we do. Even though we are currently back where we used to live and where we've always been based, we still live in our van. It's quite funny because like our parents will always say like, why don't you just stay at ours for a bit? But we just love our own space. We love the van. We're used to small living now. Yes, we'll have the odd shower at our parents' houses.
And they do, like, you know what I mean? It's one of those things. We go up there for tea. It's like a late tea. They're like, there's a spare bed upstairs. Do you want to stay up? Yeah, we will. You know what I mean? On the odd chance. We did have to for like a week, didn't we? For my parents, just for you to get over your illness. Being in the van was just not cutting it. Sam was not getting any better. So unfortunately, it was a case of just like going straight in and be like, yeah, we're going to have a week.
3 weeks in total.
Not actually staying there though.
Like on and off.
On and off, yeah. But it wasn't continuous.
Period, was it?
Yeah.
No. But they were just like, we were like, okay, yeah, we'll be fine in the van, and then we'll be.
And then we'd have like 2 or 3 nights in the van, and Sam would just go downhill again. It's like, no, we're going to go back up.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Pauline and Dave, for having us.
Yeah.
Because I think we need to get.
So yeah.
Yeah. We needed to get away from the damp, because if you do live in a van, you'll know that damp is something that you can't really get away from. We have so many things in places in this van to avoid it, but it's just damp because you're in a vehicle, you're in a tin can, and you know it's always going to be warmer in than it is out.
Obviously we suffer a little bit more because we do have windows all the way around. So we have windows on every panel of the van. It's got its upsides. It lets in a huge amount of light in the summer. We can see views like 360. It was amazing. But in the winter, we do suffer because we have to try and block that warmth from the van from leaving, don't we?
Yeah.
We get a lot of like cold draft come in, and the glass is cold and things like that. So, yeah.
And talking about condensation, if we're on that subject, this was one of our favourite Christmas presents this year.
If you've got a van, get one. Karcher. This is not promotional or anything like that.
No.
We just love this product.
But I've seen loads of other van lifers have one, so that when you do have condensation on your windows, turn it on, suck it all off, and it's so good. I'd love to do it like 3 or 4 times a day, but best present, like the best.
Brilliant. Nicole also said, I loved your Christmas Day video in the French Alps. We loved it out there. Went skiing for the first time last year. All that is on my Instagram and my TikTok is skiing videos. All I want to do is go skiing.
Which we will be good.
I know, but I want to be there now. I'm one of them. I want to be there right now.
Stefan Berg put, wow, we were ill in December and have had COVID this month, but not pneumonia. That's wild. Hope you've been feeling better since. Thank you so much, guys. Sorry to hear that you were poorly as well. I think a lot of people had it. There was so much going around. But yeah, to be honest, I didn't think it was pneumonia. I knew I was really poorly.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't going away. And I remember thinking like, okay, maybe I should do something about it. You know what it's like. Your parents are like, you should go to doctors. And yeah, it's so mad how they literally just put something on my chest and could hear in my lung that I've had pneumonia. So antibiotics have sorted that now.
Yeah, you're still not 100%, are you?
I'm not.
You're about 98%, I'd say. You like still sometimes you can hear it a little bit in your throat.
I feel like you sound like a smoker.
I want to say smoker.
Almost. And I've never smoked a cigarette in my life. Nicole, what's the worst thing about living in the van?
Besides the damp.
I'll let you go first.
Worst thing about living in the van? I think it's like the little things that you guys would just take for granted every day, like not having constant running water, having to empty the toilet every 3 or 4 days. That is honestly about it. We are so used to a small space that doesn't bother me anymore. When you live in a van, I'm sure you would have heard us say this. Like once you become really tidy, you get something out, you put it away straight away. Little things like that. So we never get on top of each other. yeah, like I said, the worst part is the damp and just trying to keep the van warm. Keeping the van as warm as we can, keeping ourselves as warm as we can in the van, I would say is the worst part for me.
Yeah, I would say the same. It's like stuff that you wouldn't even think about when you're living in a house.
Yeah.
But I must admit, for me, I've really realised that the hardest part about living in a van is if you're living in a van in the UK during winter.
Yeah, 100%.
That's been really difficult because it's a lot of dampness. You got the long evenings because it's dark, like it's pitch black outside now. Yeah. And if we weren't on this live, guys, we probably would have had our dinner, cleaned up, made sure everything was nice, and then got ourselves into bed, like to do a bit of work on the laptop or watch a film. And you just feel like, you know, your nights are quite.
But that's like the negative side.
Yeah.
Whereas in the summer, we have the lovely, gorgeous, long evening, which is great, where we can be outside the van till 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. So it does come and go. But like you said, being in the damp in the UK or in the van in the UK with all the damp, that is hard.
And we have said that we don't think we can do another winter in the van in the UK.
No, we won't be staying. If we're still in the van,
we really
we won't be in the UK.
No, we want to get to Europe. Because even though in Europe it's cold and like you can get snow and stuff, but it's just dry.
Yeah. We'll probably venture down to like Spain or Portugal or something like that, where it's a little bit warmer next. Because we should have done it this year, really, but it was just one of them we didn't. We needed our Schengen days and all that, obviously with Brexit and everything. So yeah, that was
funny, like you just saying that because you were like, "Oh, we could be going to Spain," and I was like, "Oh, really? Yeah, we could do actually." Like in this type of lifestyle, you don't really plan too far ahead.
Oh, no.
Do you? Like my mum even said to me yesterday, like, "What's your plans this year then after your next trip, which we'll get onto in a minute?" I was like, "I don't really know, to be honest."
So you sort of take it as it comes.
Like it's really surreal that you haven't got your whole like life planned out, or at least your whole year planned out in a van. Like we could be anywhere this time next year or like next winter. We could be anywhere in the van. So that's a really surreal feeling. But I think before we go on to any more questions, should we start talking about our next trip?
Our big next trip, which is happening in like 2 weeks, and we've been prepping for it mad this week, or at least getting bits ordered so they're coming. You can tell them where we're going.
Well, if you have been subscribed to our channel for a long time, you'll know that this is the ultimate adventure that we've been wanting to do ever since we went full-time in our vans, is Norway.
Yeah.
We're going to leave the UK, go up to Sweden, Denmark. No, first it's Denmark, Sweden. We're going to try and do a bit of Finland, and also...
We will be doing a bit of Finland.
Yeah.
100%. I want to go into Finland. So plan is to go Denmark, up through Sweden, over into Finland for a bit, probably only a couple of weeks, even just a week or something like that. And then it'd be a case of coming back down, all the way down through Norway, which is going to be epic.
I know.
It's going to be cold, but it shouldn't be too damp. It's going to be cold.
You know, we just started watching a few videos just to refresh our minds of what van life is like in Norway this time of year.
Yeah.
Safe to say we should have watched these videos about a month ago, because we've got a bit of preparation left to do.
Yeah, we've got literally 2 weeks. Plans first of February. So one, we need to get the Razorback sold. I've just ordered a new radiator, new alternator. We've got a new battery coming. What else we got? Oh, there's bits on the inside. We've bought some like more insulation to go on our windows, which we were talking about, because we're going to lose so much heat from the windows. That's something huge we got to do. The more I'm saying this right now, the more I'm thinking we need to really crack on. We
really do need to crack on, don't we? Like, you guys might think, what on earth are you doing with your time? But right now, when we're back here, we stay at Chris's workshop, where he used to work with his dad, and we've always helped them out with like odd little jobs here and there. Whenever we're back in the workshop area, like we just can't sit still.
No.
And it's lovely to earn a little bit of extra money because we're going to need it for this next trip, team. So we've just been so busy helping out everybody.
Yeah, and seeing everyone. You know what I mean? It's funny when we are back. I know for a longer period this time, but it's so nice Because that's one thing you do miss when you're in the van is catching up with your friends, being able to go out for a meal, go out for like an evening and things like that. So we have like proper embraced that in leadership. We've done that a lot. Yeah, overindulged a lot and just enjoyed ourselves, made the most of all the times with our family. Because when we do go, it is going to be cold, dark, insanely beautiful, but it's very isolating, isn't it? We're going to be on our own. We're like, it's back to just me and you for 3 months, 3 solid months, which we don't have an issue with.
No.
But
we're so adaptable. Like, we find the transitioning from the 2 different lifestyles, I think, the hardest, wouldn't you say? Where, like, when you first leave home, it takes a good couple of weeks to be like, okay, like, we're away from everyone again now.
Just me and you.
Just me and you. Finding a little routine of being back on the road. Like, when we're back here in one spot, we have the luxury of, you know, getting rid of our toilet waste in one spot. You know, if we want electricity, we can plug in, unlimited water supply. Whereas when we get back on the road,
it's finding those little things again and having to do the daily chores of van life again.
And we get settled into that, we fall in love with it. Like, we become different people. I know that sounds weird, but we do, don't we?
Oh, we do, yeah. We're 100% different people.
We become different people, and then we're almost scared to go back to society again.
Yeah.
I know that sounds really bizarre, but like, you just... Sorry, turning the heating off. And we're almost scared to come back to society. And when we get back, and all of a sudden, you know, you've got messages from people like, when can we see you? What are you doing next week? We're like... It's
back to like a routine almost, because we're so out of routine when we're away. It's coming back into a sort of routine again.
It can be quite overwhelming. The first, I would say, especially for me, you're quite adaptable, but for me, the first kind of 2 weeks back, I do get very overwhelmed because I've been so used to just my own company, just having me and Chris just to please ourselves. We don't have to please anyone else. Not having to think about next week. Like, when you're on the road, you don't necessarily think about what you're doing next week because you're like, that's a whole week away and we've got so many places we can see this week. We don't have to think about next week. And it's a real refreshing way to live, to not be too far in the future. So when people are like, what are you doing next month? Are you free this day? I'm like, stop.
Give me a minute. Yeah, right.
I don't want to think about that far. But then when we're back, we're almost anxious to leave again. It's a really weird scenario.
But obviously this time a little bit more because we've been back for so long.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah.
We've been back for a long time, so it's almost like the nerves when we initially set off again, making sure the van's ready, make sure we've got everything. That's the main thing. Should we answer a few of those questions?
Cole's having a little chat.
I know. As we said, if you are here, press a comment, let us know where you are tuning in from or whatever.
Comments, by the way.
Oh yeah, ledge.
Have you ever been asked to move on whilst parked up anywhere?
Touch wood, no.
I don't think
we've never been asked. No one's ever come and knocked on us and told us to move on. We are goody two shoes, so I say. If there was a sign saying no camper vans here, we don't park there.
Yeah,
we are very good
at the rules.
Yeah, we do follow the rules. We are good like that. Obviously,
standard and almost, you know, lead by example, because unfortunately so many park ups get, you know, taken away,
especially down here in Devon and Cornwall.
Yeah, people not respecting rules. So we are a little bit of people that just want to do good for the van life community, really. And
yeah, we'll drive that extra 10, that 15 minutes to a different spot, and we're not going to get like told off.
Yeah, the only other time is we did move ourselves once because I felt quite uncomfortable and unsafe in that area.
Yeah.
And out of all the countries we've been to, it was actually here in the UK. We were down in a spot in Cornwall, really random, kind of in the middle of nowhere, nothing around. And Chris actually had COVID at the time, and he was in bed, like sleeping off his horrendous fever. And I actually had read on the park up reviews that there had been a few odd behaviors, but it was like ages ago, and I thought, oh, it'll be fine. And I could hear someone walking around our van, and when I looked out the window and peeked out, there was like no cars around us or anything, but someone was walking like literally right next to the window. Like, I had this blind down and I was sat here on the laptop, and I could just hear someone like tiptoeing around the van.
Like a horror story.
And I was like, Same here, like, I'm just not doing it. So poor Chris was snoozing. I was like, "No, I was like, we need to go."
We didn't go far. I think we were like 5 minutes up the road, so yeah, it wasn't too bad.
We didn't go too far at all, but
so yeah, we've never been moved on. Obviously, it helps if you arrive in the dark and then leave in the dark. That's if you are going to go to a place where you're not really allowed. That's something that can be done, isn't it?
yeah.
But normally we like to get settled and all that during the day, park up, have some dinner and things like that. So yeah. What else we got?
What else, Nicole? But if it isn't too much of a personal question, how do you earn money to fund your traveling? Yes. What is the next trip? Okay. So
number one question we get asked all the time is how do you do it?
And we've always been really real and like we just want to be honest with you guys that when we first made the decision to go full-time van life, we both gave up our full-time careers. So I was a beauty therapist and massage therapist, and I'd had my own business for about 10 years. I had a wonderful client base that I didn't want to say goodbye to. And
they didn't want to say goodbye to you.
What did you do?
They didn't want to say goodbye to you.
They didn't want to say goodbye.
I was an engineer, obviously, as we stated earlier on, with my old man in the engineering firm, and I was also a retained firefighter for over 10 years. So yeah, we had a lot to give up. We have our house. We do own our house. We bought that when we were 22, 20.
Yeah, we were quite young when we did that. But
we almost did everything in a little bit of reverse. We like got it all under our belt and then decided to go travel and things like that, which works in our favor because that brings us in rent and the house gives us a bit of money.
So what I was going to say was we both had our careers and didn't have like any online job that was earning loads of money. We had our own travel business online, which we still do now. And what that is we can book holidays for friends and family and earn like a percentage like in commission back off their holidays. Been doing it for years. We only really do it for like our close friends and family now. But we had that like little business on the side, and that was the only income really we were bringing in. So when we left, we just had a ton of savings, didn't we? We just made sure that we were comfortable with savings, and we were able to rent out our house, which brought us in a significant amount of profit every single month, didn't it?
And with that, obviously, we had a couple of investments as well, which are still invested, aren't they?
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? So that should come to fruition, or will come to fruition sooner rather than later.
Absolutely.
But yeah, right now we're doing work. We've started reaching out to brands. We've done an amazing course with James Academy, which was brilliant.
Yeah.
Learned how to reach out to different brands, get paid promotion through them. Obviously, YouTube paid us a very, very, very little amount. I think they pay us.
We never do YouTube for the money.
I don't think anyone should ever do YouTube for the money, because literally, I think they pay us probably enough to have a coffee a month.
£80 a month on YouTube, which is amazing.
That's brilliant.
I'm not knocking it. But we don't.
That's like not even a full tank of fuel. No. That's like comparison, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, in terms, so going back to your question, Nicole, in terms of earning money on the road, we've never earned loads of money on the road so far. A lot of it has just been enjoying our savings, getting our like feel for living on the road, and now here we are 2 years later. We've only just now started earning enough money to be able to sustain us, like going
tick us over.
But when you live in van life, like your outgoings are so small, and for us it's a win-win. We're getting our mortgage paid for us every single month and then some, so we don't actually need to have a load of money, but we do for Norway, hence why we've been doing those extra jobs.
That's why there's a few extra hours with my old man again, who has been great letting us do some bits. So yeah,
and I'm really, really pleased, Nicole, that you're so excited in the live chat about Norway.
Yes,
hope you're excited to come along with us, and we are so ready for the Northern Lights. We've actually seen them once before in the very north of Scotland, but I'm sure we'll see them quite a bit up there.
Life Adventure Projects, guys, yo, coming on to send some love, sending so much love back to you guys. Appreciate it.
We've been loving watching
some new travels. It's been a while.
They've been doing their van build and it looked amazing. So well done, guys.
Do you think you ever return to normal living or any plans for maybe homesteading? I'll let you answer that because you know how I feel.
So it's been 2 years of being on the road, literally in 2 weeks' time, which I can't believe. And we absolutely love van life, but if we're really honest with you, and God, we're being raw and honest on this live today, but we've literally spent the past 5.5 months in one spot in a van. You know, we've had the odd little trip down to local places, but we've literally been in one spot, and it got to the point where literally just before Christmas we were having chats like, God, are we going to do van life much longer? Because we were getting a bit fed up. And that was purely down to the fact that why we signed up for van life, guys, is to be able to go and explore new countries, new places. You know, every single day is different. You know, you're getting to take your home around, so all the like bad parts of van life is completely outweighed by so many good things, whereas being back here in this one spot, it's been like you're just getting all the bad stuff of van life and not so much the good stuff.
Well, November down here was so wet.
It was.
And like, you know what I mean? I would have the cold any day over the wet. The rain is, for a van lifer, it's probably the worst thing ever, especially with a dog as well. It is, isn't it? It just writes off everything. Like when you're going out, Fletcher gets wet, we get soaked, coming in, having to try and dry our clothes. Again, that leads on to the damp situation. You've also got wet clothes or wet coats in the van, along with all the condensation. So yeah, that was tough when it was wet. These last week and a bit, it has been lush. You know what I mean? It's been freezing cold, but it's been so nice to not be wet. And we've even had a bit of sunshine, which to top the solar panels up.
So needed. Yeah. But we do keep saying to ourselves that as soon as we get back to where we belong when it comes to living in a van, which is on the road, exploring and being on an adventure, we'll be like, oh my God, I've missed this so much. Like, want to keep doing this for as long as possible. Like, let's come back from Norway. Let's go here. Let's go there. So
we've made a pledge to each other. We're never doing this again.
No,
we are never ever doing this again.
He means staying in one place for 6 months, basically.
Oh yeah, not van life. Yeah. It's never doing this again. Literally staying in a static van. Never doing it again.
We know that once we get back on that open road, we'll fall in love with van life together. So to answer your question, because we always go off on a tangent, by the way, do you think you'll ever return to normal living? Yes. We don't see ourselves living in our van forever.
But normal living, I don't know.
Yeah, that's
hard. That's hard for us.
Okay, shall I tell them our dream?
What's gonna happen? It's not a dream. What's gonna happen?
I just love you.
What's gonna happen? Fine, go on. Tell them.
That's the real positive one. But you're just like me, and I just love you. So we want to buy a property abroad. In the mountains somewhere. Probably a little bit of a fixer-upper, and really make it like a tranquil, like log cabin vibes in the mountains somewhere. And when you say normal living, like, we don't ever want to see ourselves based in one place for a substantial amount of time. We want to have multiple bases. We've obviously got this base where our friends and family are, and we will never be able to spend like a long period of time away from them. So we'd love a property somewhere where we can go over there for 3-4 months of the year. Chris can go skiing because he loves it.
Skiing and mountain biking.
We can get away from the wet.
Yes, whenever it's wet.
So we would like to have multiple bases and still have the van to be able to go on trips to different countries and like explore loads of places that we haven't been to. So we can't see ourselves going to normal living. Like the house we've got here in Plymouth that we rent out, people ask us a lot, are you going to go back to that house one day and live there?
My brother literally asked it to me today.
Did
he? So when you go move back into your house?
No, we're not going
I have no intention of moving back.
I'm really, really sorry if any of my old clients are watching this video. because when we both made this decision to do van life, we weren't sure what it was going to be like, whether we were going to absolutely love it. So I remember saying to my clients, I'm going to go off maybe for a year, maybe 2, see how I get on. And I still get like text messages from them now, like, Sam, are you coming back anytime soon? So I'm really sorry if I've just dropped the bombshell that I'm not going to be back in one permanent place forever. But maybe, I will do like little workshops and like I'm back.
Maybe you should do that. Yeah, come back for like a month or something.
Just a little massage.
But yeah, that's the goal.
And homesteading, you guys mentioned, it's kind of something that I think we'll start doing maybe middle of next year. We'd quite like to get some Airbnbs out.
What's homesteading?
I think homesteading is where you have your own property and build your own land and
okay, is that like where you can like
grow your own veg?
Yeah, I'm all for that. That's gonna be like lush, yeah.
So that's the dream.
That's the goal.
But don't you think, guys, that any of you other van lifers out there, that's kind of the path van lifers take? I think if they
once you've jumped into this, you just realize how much you love small space living off the land. Like, I don't know why, like you said, it just goes like, it's the path. It's like literally there for van life, isn't it? I do love, I love the thought of it. And yeah, it's something we want to do.
Yeah, so that is the plan with that.
Cole said, how's Fletcher? Well, he was 5 on Christmas Eve.
Yes.
He's a little 5-year-old pup now. He was 5 on Christmas Eve. He is good. He's enjoyed being around. He's enjoyed seeing both. He's treated like a grandchild, isn't he? To both our parents, yeah.
Absolute king.
They're like, they give him treats all the time. He had like a farm roast yesterday at Sam's parents. So yeah, he's living his best life. He's happy. He's a bit like us. He's very well adapted. He can be with us, van life, adventuring, or he's very happy out here at the workshop or seeing family and things like that. So yeah, he is all good.
He will be so adaptable when we hit that road again. And because we're going up to Norway, guys, we're going to see so much snow. And that's his favourite thing.
If you've seen any of our videos, any of the time we've been in the snow, you'll see Fletcher rolling around on his back. He loves getting it all over him. It's mad.
He absolutely loves the snow. So I'm really, really excited. He's going to absolutely love this trip more than us, I think.
Yeah. Travel plans after the Norway trip.
Well,
so we are coming back from Norway for my brother's wedding. It's Martin's wedding, who's my middle brother. He is coming. When's that? May. That's going to be. We've got the stag do at the end of April, so we're buzzing for that as well. Well, I am a bit more than you about the stag do, but yeah. Wedding. We froze then, didn't we?
We did freeze.
Then we got the wedding after that, which will be amazing. Yeah, like Sam said, we're really looking forward to the wedding. And then after,
I'm actually taking my mum to Vegas around the same time that Chris is going away with his brother. I'm taking my mum over to Vegas with my brother because it's her 60th this year, and it's a place that she's always wanted to go, and I want to make it happen. So we're doing that. Chris is, I think, a bit gutted he's not going, but he's been twice, so you're all right, aren't you?
Someone's got to look after Fletch. Someone's got to put him first in the relationship. So,
other travel plans guaranteed for this year.
Scotland. We will be going to Scotland. We love Scotland.
We absolutely love Scotland. And when we did Scotland last time in the van, it was around February. So we could potentially go back up there. I reckon June this year would be really nice.
Not very long with midges.
Well, no, but I'm just ready to embrace it. Like
midges.
I'm ready to just, it's a part of the adventure, isn't it?
Save this live and be replaying this clip. I'm ready to embrace the midges. Yeah, all right.
I love Scotland. So we're definitely going to go up to Scotland in the van. But other than that, I'm really sorry. We can't give anything else out because we don't know ourselves. We could be going to Turkey. We could be just going back down to Who knows?
Life and adventure. Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Now that sounds like an amazing goal to have. We also want to live in a more untraditional way. This 9-to-5 stuff is dull. We're thinking land and building a tiny home. guys. Appreciate you. And that sounds dreamy.
Yeah.
It sounds right up our street. I just don't know what it is. It's like, I think you realize when you have a house, how much stuff you accumulate. Like, you don't need a lot of stuff to be happy.
No.
And you know, when we were both working 9 to 5, we were earning like amazing money. We both had amazing careers. We could have been set for life if we wanted to, honestly. But we barely saw each other. We were like passing ships along.
Yes, mad.
And you know, like, I was forever, I mean, Chris did do his bit, like he is amazing, but you just feel like you're cleaning this house constantly. Like, it just takes so much of your time. And I don't know, I just feel like in the normal conventional way of living, you're very much living in the future all the time, and it's very fast paced. And I remember starting work on a Monday and then you'd blink and it's Friday, because we both loved our jobs. We weren't there like, oh, hurry up.
No,
like, we were both so busy. Like, it was like Monday, Friday, Monday, Friday, Monday, Friday, and it was just.
And then it's like a year gone. Like, that year goes so fast.
So I think that's why we love this lifestyle, because I don't want to wait till retirement to spend like decent amount of times with the one I love, and you know, get out there and travel and do as much as we can when we're young. Like, you can always go back to working anytime. Like, we're not afraid of work. Like, if we need to go and work somewhere for a little while for extra cash, like, so be it. But we want to have a lifestyle of stories, and I think that's one thing that with 9 to 5 you just don't get so much time to do that.
No, you really don't.
So
we just want a lot of adventure. We love adventure, seeing someone new. And yeah, we just do it for each other, don't we? Really makes each other happy. That's all that matters.
I love you.
I love you more.
We've been no, you don't. We've been on this live for 36 minutes now, and we did say we.
Why is that froze?
It's not. It's still going. I think it's just slow.
Oh, it just doesn't go by the second.
No, if we're still here and it's clear and you can hear us, or if we're just talking to us.
Which we've done many a time, actually. We've done that a lot of times.
Please, can somebody
just put like a love heart.
Pop it in the thing. Let us know we're all here and all good.
I think there's even a delay on the chat though. Oh, you're still there, live and clear. Thank you, Nicole. Amazing.
So yes, guys, Norway, we are off in 2.5 weeks. We have got a few things left to do on the van. We've got to get Fletcher another animal health certificate.
Oh, he's come to say hello.
No, he's not. He was going to jump down then. He changed his mind.
Come and say hello to
our baby.
If you haven't met our little pooch, Fletcher. Yeah, he just wants to drink.
I call him stink, even though he doesn't stink. Say hi.
Hello, bud. Yeah, he's not really fussed. He's not
today because you've just been following us around.
Oh, look, everyone's saying hello to you, my little buttons. You're the main character in this tribe.
So sorry, team, because I think 80% of our subscribers are only here for Fletcher anyway. So I'm really sorry to disappoint if you thought you were going to be tuning in live for him.
We could just give you a live webcam all day, and I could strap a GoPro to your head, and you could they could see all your adventures, how they see it through your eyes, isn't it?
We definitely need to feature him more in our
videos. We do, yeah.
Because he's just such a character, and we're very, very lucky. He's very, very loved. See, look, everyone's saying hello now. Hi, Tessa. Hi, Sims Travel. Everyone's saying hello to Fletcher.
Attention.
But yeah, we've got to get him another animal health certificate sorted for Norway.
You have to get him a passport. If any of you guys have done that, where you get the European passport for a British dog, maybe just message us on here on YouTube, somewhere you deal with that, however that works, or put it in the comments below how you did it, if it was quite easy, because I have heard a few people go to Ireland and things like that for it, haven't they?
I think a lot of people just literally hop across the border and either go to France or they go to Ireland.
But then you hear loads of people clamping down it, so agree, yeah. It would just be nice to be.
The thing you've got to do is, if your dog has an EU passport in that country, then you have to return to that country once a year for their jabs. So that's where it might get a little bit difficult for some people if they weren't planning on going to France that year or something.
But it'd be nice to hear from someone who's done it.
Yeah,
it in.
please let us know.
But yeah, that's it from us, I think. I think we're all checked in. Sam's had pneumonia, almost getting over it. Razorback's still for sale. Van's going to be upgraded massively with all the bits that we've got to do. Like I said, battery, alternator, radiator, loads of stuff on the inside. So I'm sure there'll be a video. We'll have to make sure there's a video out for that. So we will update you guys with that. We'll be putting a YouTube video together for all of that. To be honest, it's been really hard to pick up the camera when you're in the same place all the time.
Yeah.
We think about you guys. We don't want you guys just watching us at the workshop again. You know what I mean? Like, to me, that I don't think I would enjoy tuning into something like that. So that's probably why I've been really hesitant to pick up the camera. You're the same, aren't you?
We really missed it though, and
we missed the editing and things like that. Yeah.
So many of you, bless your little hearts, messaged us over Christmas like, are you okay? Like, we haven't seen a video for you guys in a long time on YouTube. So just want to thank you for being so patient.
Oh God, like all the love, all the support, everything. We appreciate each and every one of you, don't we?
Yeah, and we can't wait to get back to sharing our little updates of van life on the road up through to the Arctic Circle in the snow. Guys, it could be like -20. Olive is going to be put to the ultimate test, and
she's got it. You got it, girl. I believe in you.
Oh,
I believe in you.
She really, really has. And you've got a lot of skiing to do.
I'm going.
You can't wait for that, can you?
Even.
Yeah, absolutely. But because we've got Fletcher, it's not going to be.
I'll ski with him.
We can't go and take him on a busy ski resort. You're not allowed to take dogs.
Who said?
If we're like in a forest somewhere.
In a forest, I'm not that good. I'm not going to ski through forest trees.
We take him down a slope.
Who said?
You can't take dogs.
I think you can take dogs.
Please help me in the comments, guys. But I don't think you can take dogs on ski scopes at all.
Tessa put, look forward to seeing you in Norway.
Oh, thanks, Tessa. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, I would like to get on the slopes, but Fletcher is our priority. I know so many people on the road like leave their dog in the van and can just go off and, you know, go off for a few hours and not kind of need to be near the van. But Fletcher, we've never done that when we've been in Europe. We'll like leave him in the front if we're going into like Lidl or a supermarket and like literally be in and out.
Or go for a coffee. See the van.
Yeah, we see the van from the window. We do that, but I couldn't go off and go skiing for half a day and leave Fletcher in the van. I just wouldn't relax. So I do want to do a bit of skiing if I can. I've got a little sledge, so if I see some like little hills of snow, I can do some sledging. The Fletcher can chase me down the hill. But I know you're so excited about.
We have to get these snow boots. Yeah,
I feel like when you write a list, really do.
You get a list going, and then as we get off, we'll show you. Nicole Newton, looking to the future when our camper van is done and we can hopefully meet up with you guys. I think I mentioned it before, Sam, but you are my second cousin's daughter, I think. Oh, that's mad.
That's amazing.
That's cool.
I remember when you reached out, actually, and we had that little chat. But 100% we're going to meet up.
Well,
I'll meet up
with any of you guys. If any of you guys want to meet up, drop us a message on here. We're down in Cornwall. We'll be travelling across the Eurotunnel. If any of you guys want to meet up.
We always want to meet new people.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's one of the favorite things to do.
Sims Travel. Can't wait to follow the adventure. Both best YouTube travel channel by a country mile. We feel like we're there with you. Oh my God. Thank you so much.
That's a big statement. So thank you so much. That's really lovely.
We need to start doing YouTube again.
I know.
Fuck. I'm sorry, guys. I'm generally sorry. And I just swore. I don't think I'm allowed to swear in live. But honestly,
I swear in our videos. There's no different. I know.
Think. But guys, when you say stuff like that, it really gets me, you know?
I know. So
honestly, it really gets me. I wasn't even taking the mic in. That's like mad. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, that's really, really lovely of you. So we'll make sure we get back to
We'll get back to it. We'll get back to filming, bringing the energy. And yeah, let's all get together. Let's have like a one big party or something. That'd be cool.
And Nicole put, I really want to try skiing. We've all missed you.
No way. That's it. It's coming back. What day is it today? Sunday. Next Sunday, there'll be a video.
It's Monday today.
It's Monday today, isn't it?
Mm.
Next Sunday, there's going to be a video.
Next Sunday is our wedding anniversary.
So there's going to be a video.
How long have we been married, babe?
How long have we been married? 6 years.
No.
7 years.
7 years.
7 years.
7
How long have we been together?
16.
16.
We've been together 16 years on Sunday, ever since we were at school.
Yeah.
And
yeah, see, wedding anniversary video special, I say. Actually, how funny is that? I was looking earlier and I've actually found our wedding video. This is our wedding video. I know it shouldn't be kept just like this, but
it's absolutely minging. I don't think it would
disgusting.
actually work. It's not our actual wedding video, by the way. It's like the Facebook version. It's a
short one.
Our actual wedding video is in a nice little box.
I found that
Is
yesterday.
it?
Yeah.
So I like that for the weekend. We like to go over our video.
Yeah, let's watch it. Yeah, it's cool.
Really weird looking back though, because we were only 23 when we got married, and I think we were just babies. Like, I'd almost love to get married again.
Yeah. Oh, it'll be so different. It's so different.
What else have we got here? The travel magnets. Hi guys, we were in Norway in May and thought it was amazing. Looking to go back, but next time in a van.
Yes. Where did you go in Norway? We're really interested to see. Did you like fly into Oslo, or were you a little bit higher up?
I
Cool.
love the fact that you enjoyed it. I'm so glad you had a good trip, because all we hear is good things about Norway. And to be honest, we saw this video about 3 or 4 years ago now on YouTube. Actually, we just randomly watched something one day about Norway and driving a van through it, and that's what inspired us to right now, where we're getting ready to go.
Love it. Chris, I want to see lots of drone footage and some instructional videos on how to use it properly. I've just bought one. Do you know what, guys? I'm going to be really, really open and honest now. Sam's the drone pilot. Because I've got to drive the car and Fletcher absolutely hates the drone with a passion, Sam is actually our drone pilot. So I'm going to let Sam do the instructional videos on how to fly the drone.
I will include something especially for you in one of our videos.
Yeah, that'd be wicked.
To be honest, I just think a lot of it is practice. Like, I remember being so nervous with it. I just want to send it up, do a few things, not let it go too far, and bring it back down.
Which drone did you get, by the way? Because the DJIs, they're mad. Like, I never trusted it. We used to have the DJ Spark, which was a really little one. Didn't go very far. It was rubbish, but it was one of them. Once we would fly it, it would like lose signal. I'd be like, oh my god, it's gone. It's gone. But it would return home every single time. Yeah. The return home feature is the best thing ever on it. That's mad.
But yeah, I do all the drone flying, and I cannot wait for the scenery in Norway.
Oh, yeah.
I'm probably going to be saying to Chris every 2 minutes, like, we need to pull over and get the drone.
I'll be like, just chuck it out the window and get it going. You're going to have to get a bit faster with it.
Do you remember, though, in Europe on our winter trip, there was times where it wouldn't fly because it was too cold?
Yeah. You have to, like, pre-warm the battery, don't you? You have to like, hold it, like, pre-warm it and be like...
We're going to be doing a lot of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
When we go.
Wandering Barnaby. Hey, saw you driving through Tavi on Friday. Yeah. Should have given us a beep. Or if you did. We do have, like, random people beep at me. One, I'm not sure if it's either it's my driving or people know us. So if you did beep, I didn't see you. I'm sorry.
Thank you for tuning in, guys. I hope you are well. I know we haven't had a chat on Instagram for a while, but I hope you're all okay. Off to Norway in late June, July. Oh,
we could be joining you. If we love it that much,
yeah.
We come back and we could be joining you, and we'll go on a joint adventure.
So torn whether to do it in the summer or the winter.
To be honest, we're still...
I think we're going to do both. I think this time, like, I know the Arctic and Scandinavia can be quite treacherous. How do you say it? Treacherous? Treacherous, and, you know, a little bit extreme this time of year. But we're just going to go. We're not going to put too much pressure on ourselves. No. We're going to see what we see and just go on.
Well, yeah, like as far up as we can get. That's all you can do. You just do your best. Just see what you want to see. As long as we get to go skiing,
that's all we care about. But like we said, we're going to be doing van life for many, many years to come, even when we've got like bases and properties and stuff. So we will definitely do a Norway trip.
Yeah,
100%. That would be good. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. I feel like if I don't end it now, I'm not joking. We'll be here 2 hours later, because if you've ever been on one of our TikTok lives or our Instagram lives,
we can
this one
What do you mean
Especially
me?
you. I know we both like to talk,
Yeah.
but you love chatting in the comments.
I love the energy. You know what I mean? Like if I could sit and talk like this to me, I would do this every Sunday.
You'll want to do this.
You know what I mean? Like if we don't release a video and it's still our wedding anniversary, I'll still be live. You know what I mean? This is awesome. I love doing this sort of stuff.
Fletcher wants to get up on the bed. That's the one thing about this
Hi,
video,
buddy.
he can't get up and down on his own. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. I can't believe it's 50 minutes long. If you're watching it on replay, then thank you for tuning in this far. If you have, thank you so much for like all the love and chat in the comments.
Appreciate every single one of you guys that tuned in tonight, and if not just tonight, all of our other videos.
Yeah.
And thank you for your lovely comments. And we'll get back to it.
And if you've got any extra questions, pop them in the comment section of this video and we will reply. But yeah, we'll
end it here.
We'll end it here and we'll see you next time.
See ya! Oh, end.